Hello and welcome to the Brian's Guide Game. I'm Brian, and today I have a series of games called adventure games. So, these adventure games are following the successful Exit series, and Thames Kosmos have teamed up with the designers Phil Walker Harding and Matthew Dunstan to create a new series called Adventure Games. These are cooperative games for 1 to 4 players and feature an adventure book, which contains a bunch of passages that tell a story. And the passages you read depend on where you are in the game, what items you're using there, combining items, and different decisions you make throughout the game. The really cool thing is that the adventure games have multiple endings based on the choices you made throughout the game. So I don't want to spoil anything, so let's bring in my dad to see what he thinks. Okay, so what did you think of the adventure games?
I thought these were really cool. I grew up at the time when Choose Your Own Adventure books were new, and those were the big things, and I loved reading them. This kind of reminded me of Choose Your Own Adventure games, right? So the choices that you make kind of led you down different paths, and it really just made me want to do all the choices and see where all the endings take you, right?
Yeah. So this is a little bit different. I don't think we haven't reviewed any legacy games or any one time through, or I guess we did the Exit once.
Yes. Yeah, and we didn't. I mean, we don't want to do any spoilers, right?
Yeah.
So this is spoiler free. You don't have to pause it. You can keep watching. We're just going to talk a little bit about the series and maybe a little bit about each one, and then kind of what we think. So
yeah. So basically, the main basis of it is that there's a card with a location on it, and it has a bunch of different numbers, and you can go and inspect the locations, and then that has you read in the book, and then it tells you a little bit about it, and then if you find something there, it can give you items or give you knowledge or any other things like that. And you kind of have a little piece and you move them around on all the different numbers, and eventually you reveal more locations with more numbers, and you kind of build your little adventure.
Yeah, so this one says 12 and up. Obviously for families, this one was fine. You wake up in a dungeon and you don't know what happened or how you got there. That's kind of the beginning of it, and there wasn't really anything too gruesome or anything too that wouldn't be bad for kids to hear. This one we really enjoyed that one, so we went and bought this one, and this one says 16 and up.
It was a little creepy, and there was some blood. And it talked about some not bad things, but they're just creepy and kind of nasty.
Yeah, there was dead bodies and things.
Yeah.
So just beware if you're going to play those ones with kids. And you kind of don't want to be talking about that sort of thing. But this one, you're hired by a company, I guess, to go check out this pharmaceutical company. They're developing a new drug or something. So this one is a little bit more age appropriate for maybe a high school age. This one is good for elementary and middle school.
Yeah. So they both have their own little differences, but like I said, they're kind of off the same thing. You have a card, you go around, explore, but then you can get items, and then you can use items at locations, and then you take the numbers and you look in the book, and it tells you, hey, you did something, or nope, that doesn't work here.
Yeah, and if you're familiar with the Exit series, it does have kind of that feel where you're you're combining 2 different things to see if that works. Then you look it up. But what I really liked about it was, well, I'm a completionist, so I would go to every single one and try to find it out. Now this one you have health points. And so there was traps all over.
Yeah, so you'd open a grate and then something would eat you or take a bite or something.
So that was the one thing that I didn't like about these, and that was just my personal thing, was it seemed to punish you for trying to go everywhere and do everything.
Which was a little confusing because there are hidden things that give you bonus points at the end of the game if you find them.
Yeah, to score better you need to get those. But
then there's also the traps. And there's not a real way to differentiate.
Yeah, and then this one was similar, although I think this one kind of encouraged you a little bit more to go do everything.
Though you could get setback points, and it could trap you for a couple turns or anything else like that.
The cool thing about this one was each character has kind of a weakness, and so that kind of, depending on who you were, kind of guided you through what you were able to do inside the building. But so, what was your favorite part, I guess, of the adventure games?
I mean, it kind of sounds like the basic thing you'd say, but the story was cool. Like it was kind of like you said, like the choose your own adventure books. It's like that, but then you kind of have you have more of a part in it. You're not just turn to page 52. You're actually like choosing. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna use these. Like it's all you.
Yeah, there's a little puzzle
Yeah.
aspect to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my favorite part was the multiple endings.
Oh, yeah.
It does say that there's a replayability number on here, so you could replay it again. Obviously, with
the story.
with a different group, the story, but you can make different decisions, and ultimately, get a different ending. I don't remember how many endings there are. One of them, I thought there was like 8, which seemed like a lot of endings, and they kind of,
range from the best ending to the worst ending.
right, and then the mixture of somewhere in between. So you can replay them again, and so that's kind of cool, and get a different ending, which I thought was probably my favorite thing. Was seeing how different the endings were.
Yeah, just like the choose your own adventure books.
Yep.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for the adventure games. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Nope. All right, so that's it. The adventure game series, which right now consists of the Dungeon and Monochrome Inc.
Yep.
But there were probably
these ones,
more in the
these
future.
ones came out last year, I think, and they're making more.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to go grab those and play through those, and can't wait. That'll be a lot of fun. So the adventure games by Kosmos. Thank you for watching. Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page. Send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit our webpage, briansgotgame.com. I'm Brian. This is my dad, and I'll see you next time.